In the third part of this video of ellipse, we will discuss example 3. So in this example 3, there are 4 questions A, B, C and D. So for A, determine the equation given center at 1, 3, vertex at 5, 3 and focus at 3, 3. So using the information given, we sketch the ellipse. So we notice that the shape of our ellipse is horizontal major axis. So the value of A, which is the distance between center and vertex, so 5 minus 1, it will be 4. And then the distance between center and focus, there is the value of C, so 3 minus 1, so we get 2. And then for minor axis, to get the value of B, so we subtract the value of A and C. So 4 squared minus 2 squared, so we got 12. And then the equation of ellipse would be, so x minus 1 squared, okay, from the center of ellipse, 1, 3 already given, so over 4 squared, that is 16, plus 1 minus 3 squared over, so 12 squared will be 12, and then equals to 1. Okay. So next, for question B, vertices at negative 3, negative 2, and negative 3 and 6, and focus at negative 4. So from the information given, we notice that the changing here is at Y. So means that our shape is vertical major axis. So first we find out the center. So since we know the two vertices of major axis, so the center would be the midpoint between these two vertices. Okay, so would be, so no changing at x, so change it at y, so negative 2 plus 6 over 2, so we got negative 3, 2. And then the length of B, that is vertical major axis, so B would be 6 minus 2, that would be 4. Okay, so we subtract 2 from the center and also one of the vertices, so 6 minus 2, so that's why we got 4. And then from there, we can find out the value of C. So because the coordinate of focus is given, so 4 minus 2, that we got value of C is 2. So after that, we can find out the length of A, that is the minor. Okay, so the minor A, so will be 4 squared minus 2 squared, so will be also 12. So the equation of our ellipse would be, so from the center, negative 3, so will be x plus 3 squared over, so 12 squared will be 12, and then 1 minus 2 squared over, so b squared, that is 4 squared, 16, equals to 1. So this will be our equation for question B. Next, for question C, so given the coordinate of two foci, so find the length of major axis, and also given the length of major axis is 10. Right, so from the foci given, we notice that the changing here is at x. So our shape of ellipse will be horizontal major axis, that is changing at x. And also from the question C, so since we already know the coordinate for two foci, so we can find out the center, which is the midpoint between foci. So negative 2 plus 4 over 2, so no changing at y, so will be 1, 3 for coordinate for center. Okay, and then for horizontal major axis, that is the value of A. So the length of major axis is 10, so 10 over 2 will be 5. Okay, so after we know the value of 5 here, and then since the question doesn't ask about the vertices, so no need to find out the vertices, so straight away we find out the value of C, right? So because the Foci is given, so 4 minus 1. So we got 3, the value of C. So after we get A and C, then we can find out the value of B. So square root, so A squared minus C squared. So it will be 4, the value of B. So after we obtain the value of A, B, and also center, then we can write down the equation of ellipse. So equation of our ellipse would be, so x minus 1 squared, because the positive 1 here, so x minus 1 squared over 5 squared, 25. And then 3, so will be y minus 3 squared over 4 squared, that is 16, equals to 1. Okay. Then lastly, right, so next for question D. So given center at -1, -2, focus at -1, 5, and passes through point 3, -2. So here we notice that from the center and focus, the value of s is same, and the changing here at y. So it means that the shape of our ellipse would be vertical major axis, right? And also notice that the passes through point here 3, -2. So if you compare with the center, the coordinate of y is same. It means that the passes through point here is actually one of the minor vertices. So I put here on the right from the center. Okay. Okay, next for the solution. So first, from the center and focus, we can find out the distance between center and focus, that is C. So 5 minus -2, so it will be 7. And then next, distance between center at point. So here actually we can find out the value of B. A. So the value of A will be 3 minus -1, and it will be 4. And then next, we can find out vertical major axis. Okay, notice that F, the value of C, okay, and value of A here is smaller than major axis, that is value of B. So means that to find out value of B, we have to add. So it will be 4 third of 4 squared plus 7 squared. So we will get third of 65. So after we obtain the value of B, then we can write down the equation of our ellipse. And the equation would be, so from the center, so it will be x plus 1 square over 4 squared, that is 16. And then k is -2, so y plus 2 square over 65. So remove the third because below here is squared. And then equals to 1. Okay. So that will be the answer for question D. And will be the end of our examples regarding ellipse. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Bye bye.